Hello guys, this is Ask Anastasia, and as always, charging my Tesla. It's 8:45 p.m. and I notice that I have just 12 miles left and I have to go and charge the car because I have so many things to do tomorrow. It's not gonna be another video about Tesla, but it's driving me crazy. So many people want this car, but I'm saying I don't know. It's look like I'm getting ready to get rid of it. What I want to talk today about is it's wholesaling property, flipping the property or keep it as a rental. I spent some times today with a guy that is investor in Cincinnati. His name is Juan. Hopefully I'm gonna do video with him and you're gonna see us arguing. But what's happening, I know this guy for about a year and I was trying to purchase house from him, but it did not work out. And I was really pissed off. I was really angry. And it didn't work out because I have a partner that supposed to come with the money, but she actually backed out of the deal. She was trying to get a better deal, and we lost. We lost this amazing three houses. But what's happened? We are arguing all the time about what is better, to hold the properties or to flip it for a fast money. And I understand one point of view. I just want to explain to you, what he thinks and what I think and what is different, and let you decide, what is works best for you. So Juan is about 30 years old and 30 years young, I would say, and he's trying to make money, as much as money as possible. He worked all his life, he was making great money, but moving to Cincinnati a couple years ago, he started flipping houses and he make amazing deals. He worked really, really hard and he was making I'm not gonna throw numbers, but I would say six figures, more than six figures in a year. And for a young guy like this, it's incredible amount of money. And we every time I'm gonna see him, sometimes we're gonna meet in the houses that he wants to buy or we want to buy, and he's looking at every deal, like how much money he can make. And let's say he's buying houses for $50,000. This is the prices here right now, and he gonna put 3 months of work, of his hard work, and also he's hiring some people, and I would say 10-15,000 in material, plus amount of, I don't know how much he's paying his workers, but I would assume another 10 to 15, so total is 30. He's all in 80,000, and what he gonna do? He gonna turn around and sell this house for 100 or 120. So he is making about $40,000 from 3 to 4 months of work, which is amazing. People are going to work every day, 8 hours a day and if you're making 40,000 per year, I would say it's pretty good money. 40,000 per year, it's like, I don't know, $25 per hour. But what's happened, he does not realize that he has to pay capital gain taxes. And if you're not aware what it is, it's tax on wealthy people. If you make money from, like, it's called capital gain. You're gaining money by speculating, I would say, or you just bought the house for 50 and now you're selling for 120, and yes, you spend some money there, you put in material, you put work, you pay somebody else. But let's say if you spent 80 and you sold for 120, you make a profit of $40,000, which is taxed, and it's taxed at 25%. So you have to be ready to pay this to IRS. Or you can be a little smarter, and what you can do, you can live in this house for 2 years, and then you don't have to pay any capital gain taxes because it was your primary residence for 2 years. Or what you can do different, it's to hold the property. And hold the property, it means that I understand, like not everybody have $50,000 laying around, but again, I'm coming back to my business model, which is you borrow this money. You have to have a good credit to do this, and you're taking some risk, but you can, buy a property for $50,000. And this money, as I explained, I'm taking out of my credit cards because they are giving me, I have great credit, and I can write a check for $50,000 from my credit card, and I have 0% interest rate for 1 year. And then what I can do, I go ahead and I have a Home Depot credit card, and I buy all materials on my Home Depot credit card, and they also give you 0% for 1 year. And what I'm doing after house is done, I'm renting it. And it's, as you know from my video, I'm a big fan of renting it to the government, and it's called Section 8 program. And in Cincinnati, they're paying much more money that if I'm gonna rent just to regular tenants, if I'm gonna rent to the tenants who are paying cash, I would say I'm collecting 25 to 30% more if I'm renting it to government, which guarantee monthly payment every month. We are in this crazy corona cycle right now when people simply don't have money to pay for their rent, but it doesn't touch me the way it's touching other landlords, because money is getting deposited to my bank account every month. And what I'm doing, from this money that's coming, I'm making monthly payment for my credit card that I borrow money, this $50,000, and I spend money on my Home Depot credit card. So from rental money, I'm paying them off. And again, because I have good credit, what I'm doing, I'm going to the bank, and in Cincinnati, I highly recommend. It's called CinFed Credit Union. It's not Cincinnati Federal. It's not Fifth Third Bank. It's not US Bank. It's CinFed Credit Union. They look at lending differently. They are not going checking your pay stubs, because as a real estate investors, I'm sure that your taxes look like you are poorest person, in all the world, because we have so many write-offs that I hope you're using it, right? And this bank, they have a logical people who are looking at your taxes, and all what they want to see is that this property that you're pulling money off, it's gonna produce enough income to pay this mortgage payment. So what I'm doing, let's say the same case, Juan and me. Juan is buying house for 50, spending 30 of there, turning around, selling it, make quick $40,000, from which he is paying 25% of taxes. So 10,000 is gone, and he made $30,000, which is great. What I'm doing differently, I'm keeping the property, and by refinancing, because you improve the property, value of the property that you paid 50,000 for, it's going up. So Juan sold the house for 120. I went to the bank, and they sent appraisal person who is looking at the house and say, okay, we believe this house is 120. And bank, they usually will not lend you all 120, but they gonna lend you, I would say, to be realistic, about 70% of the value of the property. So if house is appraised for 120, 70%, it's what? It's 70,000 plus 14. So we are talking about 84. So I spent 80,000 on a property. The same like Juan, I pay 50 for it, and then I spend on material and work. And when I refinance, I got $4,000 out, which is free money, right? And then I'm collecting rent of $1,200, and but I have to pay mortgage right now, right? Because I pull money out. But guess what? Your mortgage on $80,000 that you borrow from a bank will be, I would say, about $400. So I'm still making about $800 every month. I do not pay taxes, which one paid. I hold the property, and this $800, it's gonna be income for the rest of my life, I hope, if tenants will not destroy the property, and all these beautiful things that can happen. But in general, I just want you to see the big picture. So Juan makes this $30,000 in 3 to 4 months, and it's great. And if this is his business model, it's really good. But for me, I would much rather make $800 every month, which is giving me, I'm gonna make the same amount of money that Juan made, but it's gonna take me 3 years. But then, Juan, he spent this 30,000, but for me, I'm gonna continue to getting this money over and over and over. And I'm not talking about property, appreciating in value, because prices are going up. Guys, we are in inflation right now, with the amount of money that government printed. I don't know if you realize it or not, but something has to happen. I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. Tomorrow it's election day. We're not gonna talk politics here, but no matter who's gonna be our president, we're gonna see some changes. And keeping real estate, this is a great way to your retirement, and you can make your retirement much, much closer than you believe. I hope it was explaining and my position, but again, I understand, younger generation, younger people, you want to make quick money, and it's great. Investing in real estate, it's really good. But if you have different views, just share with me. If you like it, is probably I'm wrong, probably it's too much risk, or um, just share your view. I would appreciate if you leave a comment, you subscribe to video, and thank you for all your support. Thank you, guys.